Apple TV is coming out with a brand new streaming box, bringing something entirely new to the table. I reviewed a ton of different tech in December, and these were my two favorites. And the most pirated show of 2024 might surprise you. All this and more on our last monthly recap of 2024. I make weekly videos helping people like you save money on streaming services and learning how to optimize their device. If you enjoy this kind of content, hit the subscribe button right down below. Despite what a lot of people think, the Apple TV box is actually one of the most popular streaming devices. I've been a bit of a hater myself because of its inability to sideload apps, but Apple just has a way of sucking people into their ecosystem with very solid products. There are a ton of rumors that early in 2025, we will get a brand new upgraded model, and these are the top new features to look out for. This will be the first Apple device to use Apple's own Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip. I believe this is mostly a cost-cutting measure, as getting a chip from someone else is always going to be more expensive. The biggest rumor is that of a built-in camera, and this will be used for a bunch of different functions. I think the most obvious one for people is the ability to FaceTime directly on your TV through your streaming box, and the idea of this is actually pretty interesting. This is a major step forward for Apple that wants to start capturing more of that smart home market. With rumors, they're also going to be releasing a security camera. There's a ton of cool integrations they're going to be able to do with that. But the other feature I think of immediately is gesture control. This could mean a number of things, from a hand wave to shaking your head, doing different functions on your device, such as turning it off or turning the volume up. If you have accessibility issues and have trouble using the remote or talking, this is another really great option. Right now, the Apple TV box will run you $129 or $149 depending on which model you get. But this newer model is apparently going to start at $99. And if we use a similar price difference, that means maybe the top model with the Ethernet as well will run between $120 and $130. If you do have a camera, however, you will have to integrate some sort of privacy shutter or a way to turn it off, because people are just paranoid. So they always want a way to close cameras like that. Either way, these are some pretty interesting features to kick things off with, and I hope we get some verification soon. This next one is a bit of a wild story, and it involves police baiting people with a fake IPTV portal. Now, it's no surprise in 2024, tons of IPTV services got shut down, and the aggression towards these illegal services have got a lot more strenuous. But these are not hard services to run and get started in, so it makes sense that the police try to bait people with this. It does two things. It gives them the personal information of the users if they are using it, which you'll learn in a second does happen a lot. And it also gives them further insight to how the ecosystem works so they can attack it from more angles. Now, apparently for over a year now, in Italy, this is what we know so far, police have been operating a fake site trying to get people to sign up to, of course, prosecute or go after potentially anyone that is trying to watch, yeah, you guessed it, Serie A or Sky Sports, because they will shut down any illegal stream whenever possible. Now, there's a bunch of other information on it, but I just wanted to give you guys the quick roundup. I think the funniest part is that people were actually acquitted last year when they tried to bring end users to court. So people actually using the IPTV, not running it, not selling it, and they were acquitted. Because this is a very gray area, and it's a dangerous area to get into. There are so many people that stream illegally right now due to prices and availability, and realistically, threatening them with jail time is going to cost taxpayers more money than just these companies starting to offer their services at cheaper prices. Straight up, that's what needs to happen. I want to talk about my two favorite tech products that I tested in December. My first one is the brand new Fire TV Mini LED model. And I actually tried out the previous year's 4K QLED, and this one blows it out of the water in terms of brightness. I purchased the 75-inch model, and it looks amazing in my living room, especially with that technology where it turns on and off and puts the screensaver on when someone's in the room. They've gone pretty smart, and I was really impressed. And the second product is from a partnership I had with Orzen. I already did a sponsored video on it, so this is just because I like it. It is such an interesting projector. This is one of the world's first tri-fold projectors that is super small and portable. I was able to play this in a number of different areas around my house, including wirelessly playing my Switch while I'm on the toilet with the projector on the door. Yeah, it was quite an experience. I put the link to those two things right down below in the description, so if you guys want to check it out, the Orzen right now is only on pre-order, I believe through Kickstarter, but anyways, the link is down below if you guys do want to potentially try it. And finally, the most pirated TV show of 2024. And a lot of great shows came out. We had House of Dragons, From, I really like that one, The Boys, Fallout, the new Squid Games, and even Power of the Rings Season 2. No, not that one. I was just joking about that one. It was so bad. And the most pirated show of 2024 is House of the Dragons. This should not be that big of a surprise. Anything Game of Thrones always pops off in popularity, but that's not the only aspect to look at when we're talking about most pirated. It's also availability. It was popular and it's harder to get because it's HBO. In Canada, you have one service you can watch it on, and that is Crave. It's expensive and it sucks, and the only reason to get it is when House of the Dragon comes out. The second spot went to the latest season of The Boys, and the rest filled out the top 10 with Shogun, Arcane, and the new Dune TV show. Game of Thrones really has just dominated this probably not great contest for the creators for the last 20 years, basically. It wouldn't be a monthly recap if we didn't talk about the latest Fire TV news. Starting with packaging. Yes, it's just packaging, but I do like when companies do this, even if it is a multi-billion, trillion-dollar company, Amazon. They have moved to completely recyclable material, meaning that their packaging is no longer sitting in landfills. And this has obviously come a long way when they used to put plastic over everything when they send you a brand new Fire Stick. And little twist ties and stuff, all of that matters. They've also added in brand new accessibility options, including if you're hearing impaired, introducing dual audio, and some new compatibility options for your hearing aids. Small but useful additions. Lastly, Google TV devices have introduced a brand new advertisement banner. That's it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Monthly news number 6. See you guys in the new year.